and the in this loop the last loop is the while loop. So while loop is also iterative loop as like for loop, but difference is while loop iterates up to when certain condition is achieved. For loop will iterate over the whole range, unlike the while loop. We'll see here. So let's say, so in previous case we have seen uh, we wanted to calculate sum of first few numbers. Let's say up to sum of first five numbers with for loop. So now we will calculate sum of five numbers with while loop. So it is little bit different. So let me define sum. Initial sum is a 0. Then my initial number is a 1. So I will be starting with 1 and then I will go on increasing. And let's say I want to calculate sum up to, let's say, 5. So n is my last number. Now we'll start with the loop. While, so I will start with I is equal to 1. So, and it will stop at n is equal to 5. And let's say while I is less than equal to 5, the sum is, initial sum is 0. Now in sum, we will add value of I. So I is 1. In sum, previous sum is the 0, and this is a previous sum and this is a new sum. So new sum will be previous sum plus I. That means the previous sum will get addition of I. And next stage, I want to increase the value of I by 1. So I is equal to I plus 1. So this side I is the previous I, that is the previous value, and next value will be I. This is the next value I, which is equal to previous value of I plus 1. And finally, I will print sum. Let's run it. So it will go on printing the sum of each number. So 1, 3, 6. After each iteration, it is printing. So let me give some text that say the sum is comma sum. The sum is 1, and let's say I want to print only last. So let's say this is the last. If it is taken outside the loop, it will give like this. And let's say I want to add, let's say I is equal to, then comma I here. The I is equal to 2, the sum is 1. This is wrong, so here we have to put minus 1. So I is equal to 1, the sum is 1. When I is equal to 2, sum is 3. So at each iteration it is calculating. So now what if I don't want to calculate up to last digit? So let me copy this. So let's say in this case, let's say 2. Sorry, here I will take not a 5, I will take n. I am already assigned some variable to that, so it doesn't create difference. So it will be like this only, n. Okay, so let me take out of this print sum. So up to 10, sum of first 10 number is 55. Let's say uh, if I want to put condition, if I want to calculate at any stage, I will calculate only first 5 numbers. Whatever the last digit you are defining, let's say more than 5, but I want only sum of first 5 numbers. So for that, if I is exactly equal to 5, put semicolon here and I will stop there. So there is a command called break. And now what if I run it? So you will see even my last digit is 10. The I will try to iterate less than equal to n. That means I will try to reach up to 10. But here I have put one condition. Whenever I reaches up to 5, it will break and it will return me the sum of that value. So let's run it. 136. Now it is giving something different. So you have to be careful with the loop. So while loop is little bit confusing. So whenever you want to iterate up to certain condition in some condition, you can use while loop, and rest of that you can use for loop. So this was about while loop. I have taken very simple program, but we will see loop this while loop in our numerical methods program. Let's say there is a numerical method called Newton-Raphson where it is used to calculate root of the equation. So root of the